Minecraft Vibrant Visuals is out now, and in this video we're going to be comparing the default look of Minecraft with the new Vibrant Visuals version of Minecraft. We're also going to be diving into the point lighting that is really incredible, that was recently added, that looks so much nicer with torches and lanterns. And I'd like to say the only mod I'm using in this video is the Cinema add-on that is basically just this camera movement. So this is all default vanilla look of Minecraft. So just starting off showing some of the interior, you can see that it, makes a very nice difference with like different blocks that have different like levels of shininess, which looks really cool. And some of the textures within some blocks have like a extra sheen to them. So like not the entire block is shiny, parts of the block is shiny. But I mean, obviously once you go outside, it completely just transforms the way the game looks. I mean, the pixel perfect shadows are my favorite thing of this like quote unquote shaders, this visual update. It just looks like Minecraft was meant to be like this. Like we finally got to that point, because yes, shaders look good. Like there's some incredible looking shaders paired with awesome resource packs, but it's the fact that we're getting a more like pixel perfect, like these caustics that you see here in the river. It's a pixel perfect representation of how light would go through the water and reflect on the surfaces of those blocks. And I think that's why it's somewhat intensive with the, I believe it's called the Render Dragon engine or Ender whatever, I don't know. But even the pixel perfect reflections that you have in the water, that is probably like a lot of math calculations that like the preview is just struggling to run, because it's really resource intensive, especially when you'll see later with the point lighting. Like it's doing a lot of calculations. I don't know, I'm not a math expert, but it's definitely doing some work in the background, and that's why it doesn't have like a crazy high intensive shader look, but it has a nice kind of like original look. Like the game was meant to look like this, like the lighting in Terraria, which looks amazing sometimes. It's like the same thing here, where Minecraft is finally paired with its own type of lighting that suits the game well. It's a real-time lighting that's actually built in the game, not some aftermarket shader. And here's a little like time lapse of different sunsets and day light looks that really transform how the game looks depending on what time of the day it is. And seriously, Vibrant Visuals is how I'm going to play Minecraft, except in Another. Looks like crap in the Nether. I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to use in the Nether. Now onto my favorite part of the video, which is just looking at the point lighting. The point lighting in this game is so nice. I'm going to place torches and lanterns everywhere I go now. It's the fact that you get the dynamic perfect pixel look, like it's more artistically made for the game. It's not some stupid shader that looks super hyper realistic, Sorry I'm so passionate about this, but genuinely, this is nice in Minecraft. The pixel perfect shadows. It's a little weird on the humans, but look at this right here in the grass. Look at that, the way it sticks out. I mean, looking at default Minecraft, it makes you kind of want to cry, because you're like, I can't believe I've been playing Minecraft like this for the past 55 million years. I just hit my mic, but the fact that you get this really nice dynamic perfect look of the pixels going through, depending the texture and opacity of the object, it's amazing. Okay, and also what's really cool is that depending on what kind of point lighting you have and trap door or object that has like a transparency through it, or opaqueness, whatever the definition is, you see how it'll perfectly shine through. Like that's a perfect representation of the little see-through dot, and when you open it, it gets bright. And I genuinely love the level of detail that gives. Also, another thing I wanted to add is that this does not apply to every lighting object in the game. It's like really dark here. Let's open this up. So like, for example, if I drop this glowstone, you can see that it doesn't create that shadow like this would right here. So not all objects, even the moon has its own freaking light, which is so beautiful. I mean, I love this. Here, see, check it out. You see how we have point lighting here? So, and like a reflection will show on this tree here. Not a reflection, but our shadow.
which is so cool. I mean, this makes the game way more dynamic and cool. That is just so sick. But yeah, not every object, not every lighting object in Minecraft will do this. So that, you know, kind of sucks because I thought it would be applied to everything. So I noticed if it's just like a few point lights, the shadows actually respond fairly quickly. But if you just start putting even like somewhere you don't see them, but like it has to process them. If you go over here, look at this. You see how the shadow starts lagging even though the light isn't technically really landing on us? It's just, I think what happens is there's so many different light sources that Minecraft legitimately kind of starts tweaking out, and it's like, yeah, well, I gotta perform for all of these, you know? So it makes sense, but yeah, look, once I take them all down, you can see my FPS come back a little bit too. But look at this, it's like real time again, which is actually really interesting to know. What if I put them all like right here and you can't even tell? Exactly. Okay, so that's a good point right there. You can, depending on how many point lights you have, you're probably going to experience like shadow lag. Like for example here. It's a little delayed just because of the sheer amount of different torches that there are. But oh my god. I genuinely think this looks better than some shaders I've played with, and I've ran into some really cool shaders. It's just something about this looks better than RTX. I'm not gonna lie, dude. The RTX version of Minecraft looks so flat sometimes. The shadows aren't there. Like you need to be in a really contrasty lighting area, or else you're just not gonna get that look. But genuinely, this looks way better than any shader because it's like meant to be. And do you guys notice in this preview version that it rains like every freaking 5 minutes? Is Minecraft always been like that? Because I swear after this preview, I've experienced this like 20 more times than the average. Because this is ridiculous. It literally rains every 5 minutes. No exaggeration. Did you guys know that this video took a long time to make? So I would really appreciate it if you could consider subscribing, because yeah, that'd really help me out. Thank you so much for reaching 100 subscribers. So yeah, I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. Peace out.